All right, guys, welcome back to the ESL Pro Series Winter 2013 season here. This is our final cast, actually, in the studio for StarCraft this year. And I won't have anybody else here other than Mr. Hasuobs. Unless he was in the finals, and that would have been better as well.
Oh, yeah, but that's how it goes. I mean, HeroMarine is very strong, and yeah, just one of us had to win, right?
I guess so. I guess so. Cologne will be our third game, as these guys are now 1 apiece. Despite HeroMarine kind of not having the best of starts there against Socke, who had a great start, he was still able to make a very, very good meal of the last game. So a scary guy to eliminate in the end. Very, very difficult against his control.
That's true. So Cologne Waste, that was the map where I played the Phoenix Colossus style.
I liked that. It was entertaining to watch.
I liked it too, and I think it could have worked, but I made some small mistakes. Like I got the second armor upgrade so late, so I was like on 1-1, where you should be on 1-2 when the big fight happens. That was a big mistake, and a few other things happened. Like I lost the Oracle because I'm just bad.
Okay.
Like the very first Oracle.
Yeah.
That should never die to Marines. But,
the Marines in the base.
Yeah,
there was quite a lot.
I was like, oh, he has 10 Marines in the natural.
Yeah,
so how
they must all be here.
Yeah, there can't be more than 6 in the main base. But then there were like 10 more, and they killed the Oracle with 2 shots. So I was like, God.
Oh, well. Let's jump into the third game, guys. We have spawning up to the top left-hand corner our 16-year-old male sports representative. He is Marine. And down to the bottom right, we have our ATN representative. He is Socke. How old is Socke? Do you know?
26.
26?
26.
Okay. So 10 years.
10 years.
Jeez. 10 years between these guys.
Oh,
Marine, man. How did he play with his leg up?
Well, when you are that young, I guess you're
a flexible little guy, I guess.
You just don't care. Yeah, HeroMarine is the new X-Lord. Like, when X-Lord came into the EPS when he was 16 in Warcraft 3, he won the first EPS season right away against Mio, which at that point was like the guy who always won EPS. So if HeroMarine wins this season, it would be kind of the same story, that the very young, like 16 years old guy comes into the EPS and wins it right away against one of the older players who used to win the EPS.
And then you came along, Hasuobs. God.
Well, I was very young as well. I was just 16 when I won the first EPS as well, if I remember correctly, or maybe 17. But yeah.
But you're right. I mean, this is Marine's first full EPS season. He played like 1 cup at the end of the last one, but
like 2 cups, I think. Yeah.
That can't really warrant as a full performance because he only turned 16 halfway through it. Yeah. So this is cool. We could call him a little mini Royal Roader in terms of what he's doing here, if he's able to make it happen. But Socke stood in his way, and if Socke takes this, it'll be his 4th, I think.
Yeah, it would be the 4th title. And Socke is going for Proxy Stargate here, as he has 6 probes in gas, and this is the 2nd pylon being proxied. The question is, so the SCV walked past the probe, obviously, as it was on the high ground, but the Reaper is being produced. So will the Reaper take the route, like, to scout the Stargate? Because he will find out that the 2nd pylon is missing. Yeah. And you also see, like, the Chrono Boost and things like that. Like, you will figure out that something is going on here.
Is this pylon, though, a little bit earlier?
It
compared to what? Yeah. To full.
He tries to trick him. Yeah. But look at this. HeroMarine is already scouting for Stargate. So he checks on the right side. He will probably check on the this side as well, on the left side. And the question is, will he then walk right across the map, or is he scouting for more proxy locations?
Well, he has to be diligent about this. He absolutely has to spot that. Otherwise, an Oracle nowadays can do quite a bit of damage.
Oh, and he takes the wrong.
He's going to check
here.
Or it's like you hide it in plain sight, and in the very middle of the map, as opposed to the corners of it. It's a tough thing to actually be able to spot. Oh,
but he gets the eBay as well. Like, he knows exactly what's going on. Look how crazy this is. He gets the wow. So now he sees it, and the eBay is on the way, and he gets a turret as well. So HeroMarine will be perfectly safe. He should start a turret in the natural as well, as soon as possible. And maybe the Reaper. Okay, never mind. It killed the probe. Sorry, I thought the Reaper might be in danger.
2nd pylon goes down just to make sure that the first one didn't die and get tickled away at by the initial Reaper. But
Socke cancels it, and I like it because that would be too much commitment. If this doesn't work, he's committed he's already committed to that. And yeah, as you're showing, he's getting a Void Ray, so he wants. So he really wants it.
What the?
Oh, it's a turret.
I was Well,
Oh, that was close. The Oracle almost died.
I thought that was an add-on for the
Me
build.
too. I was like, how did it not cancel?
Yeah, we're both silly because the building hadn't even finished.
Small mistake there by HeroMarine.
And,
But
well...
he gets the turret up now, so Oracle won't do any damage. What's he aiming for Marines, by the way? Can you show like this new unit loss tab? Like, where do you know the hotkey for it? If not, nah, never mind. Like, nah, just... I thought if he like focuses the Marines, because he's getting 3 more gates, so he definitely wants to commit to this.
Oh yeah.
So basically you wanna always focus down Marines, so your push gets a bit stronger. And HeroMarine had the SCV the whole time, and you will see the Void Ray.
Oh,
okay.
But that's great, right?
Now you get more bunkers.
Yeah.
And maybe even a missile turret next to the bunker.
This is good for HeroMarine. He's actually just scouting out everything he needs to. For the longest time, he had the SCV down there, knowing that there wasn't an expansion going down. So he was trying to sniff out exactly what was going on, and he finds it.
Yeah, it's great. And there is no sentry yet, so Socke needs to warp in 1 sentry because Guardian Shield is so important against bunkers. And there we go, the first sentry is being warped in. So that's another, I don't know how many seconds in-game that is, but he needs to wait for the energy. It needs to charge 25 energy from 50 to 75, obviously.
So many bunkers.
Well, he get even more. I think he should get even more.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just to retreat back to them once they die, keep retreating back.
Like, he's scouting the natural, so he sees still no nexus, so each bunker is like exactly what he needs. But Socke is going from behind here. That's... that could work out.
It certainly could, but it's going to take a while to bust through there, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't want to activate the charge on rocks. That would be crazy. So this is going to take a little bit of time, and it's setting up extra defenses here.
One Marine being taken out before he jumps into the bunker. And the Oracle...
Ooh, close.
9 points.
Look, he still knows.
Yeah. And Socke won't make a Nexus anymore.
Yeah.
He will just, like... He will make more units.
What?
There we go.
Okay. All right, well, he's going to break that down. But look at the defense that's already set up. This is a really, really strong position to try and break. I mean, he sees it with the Oracle. He knows how many bunkers he's going to be playing against.
But, yeah, what is he supposed to do? He has to push in.
Yeah, he's going to try. Well, 1 bunker's going to get focused down pretty quickly, but it's still being repaired here. And even if that does fall down, he just retreats to the next line.
The missile turret almost kills the Void Ray here. It took so much damage already. Socke is trying to move in once again, but the sentry is out of energy. There's no more Guardian Shield. And the Prismatic Alliance, or however you call the beams... Alignment is on cooldown, so it's very hard to take down bunkers. And he's just rebuilding the one. He just lost. Was it the Reaper?
Yeah, the poor little Reaper tried to dive in and have a little bit of luck.
Coming to defend!
To save everybody, but unfortunately, I think HeroMarine might be able to save himself here.
It's not over yet. Look at the amount of army. Yeah, army is very even, and with Guardian Shield, and I mean, there is a possibility because 3 of the bunkers can't really shoot. So right now it's only 1 bunker that can shoot. Guardian Shield's up. That 1 Void Ray will end up falling to that missile turret. That's a nice pick-off, but at the same time, the Marines, they need to find some way to get to this. Second Void Ray goes low. Question is, like when the force field runs out, can he walk up the ramp? I think he's thinking of it, I believe, but... Stim is almost finished. If Stim finishes, that could be a big, big difference maker. He's walking up, yeah, that's... Yeah, he's walking up. Clever. Does he have a force field, by the way? He doesn't have yet. He doesn't have one. That was a mistake, actually, if he doesn't have a force field. Because now there are units coming from every side. From the Verexes, the SCVs, from down there. Stimpack is ready. HeroMarine just now used it, but he almost lost every Marine. He's using some of the SCVs to try and tank all of this. Meanwhile, 20 workers have been killed during this, but it's still 35 to 22. But there are no units left. Uh-oh. Does it work? There's a Widow Mine. There's a Widow Mine, yeah. Gets focused. Wow, good control there by Socke. Very, very nicely done here. Socke's really making the most of this. SCV's going to come and try for the surround. If he can defend, maybe he can transition off a bit. But look how many workers he's killed. It works. I can't believe that this works. Wow. Stimpack was at like 99%, I believe. So all the Marines died right before he was able to use it. Look how low all these units are, but it doesn't matter. GG. Socke goes up 2-1 in this best of 5. Crazy game. 5 bunkers, not enough. But well, let's be honest, 3 of them couldn't really shoot, right? Yeah. Like 3 of them were pretty much in the back to defend the main ramp. But so you need, if they're going to come in from that angle, I mean, if he would have come in from the main ramp, then yes, he would have had plenty. But if he's going to come in from that angle, the philosophy is add more bunkers. I guess he could have salvaged. I guess he could have salvaged the bunker all the way to to the left.
Yeah,
and get
because it
one
was
more,
never ever going to be of use, right?
And get one more, like maybe even on top of the ramp, so it could shoot down. But yeah, good decision by Socke to walk in.
It looks really determined. He looks
Yeah.
yeah. It's been a long time since he has won an EPS title, and he certainly wants to claim one again.
And I guess he's surprised as well that it worked out.
Yeah.
Because he walked up the ramp without force field, which is like super dangerous. If the Marines have Stimpack from behind, everything just dies.
Yeah.
But yeah, Stimpack was like 99% done, so the Marines died before they could use it.
A little bit unfortunate there for Marine.
I guess he should have waited for it. Like keep the Marines in the bunker for a few more seconds, or just have them on the ramp, and then when Stimpack is ready, you pull your SCVs and then you engage. Because Socke couldn't have killed the tech lab in time, and there was one missile turret shooting at the Void Ray.
Yeah.
Like because it was in between the barracks.
I guess you run risk of
Of the force field then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the sentries didn't have too much energy.
No, they were
I would
pretty-
say they had like 25 each.
Yeah, I
so
think
it would
so
have taken
too.
a while.
Yeah, they were pretty low actually, but of course that's the risk. But
Yeah.
yeah.
All
Both decisions were really hard to make. Like he probably thought he could kill it, but there was just too many stalkers, and Socke focus fired very well.
Hi, Melly. It's always weird when we're like just taking the clean feed from the other one. It's just like Melly just randomly appears. So guys, we're going to go to Derelict Watcher for game number 4 in a second, whilst Melly tells everybody on the German stream about social media and probably what they can win. I think people can win Steel Series headsets.
Yes.
Is that true?
I think so too. Yeah, that's what I heard.
I think it's an Elite. I wore it before. It was very comfy.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh well. Indeed, Derelict Watcher will be our 4th game here. And for now, I think they're doing an art competition on the other stream. Do you want to take a break for a second, Finn? And then we'll just wait until... Or are they going to be done? We'll show you the lovely art. Wait a minute. Why was Lee... What on earth is...
Hulk Marine.
He's like...
Playing Ducks versus Chris J.
He's like... Wait, let's see if we can hear the...
Das ist auch ganz nett.
You can translate for it.
Und schaut mal, wie viel Liebe ins Detail hier reingesteckt
so much
ist.
love
Ne?
into
Guck
the
mal auf die
detail.
Minimap. Habt ihr das schon gesehen?
That's what she said. Like look at the minimap. There's an heart.
Großartig.
Oh wow, there
Und
was...
das hier haben wir auch noch.
Auch
Und das
noch?
hier.
Yeah, that's like
Und das war
one.
es.
We have one more
Also
in
das
this
war
one
es
as
erstmal
well.
an den Tagessiegern. Ich habe euch alle auch auf Facebook
Thank you, Melly, for that wonderful insight
angepinkt
into
quasi.
art
Ihr müsst mir
culture
jetzt noch
here.
eine Nachricht schreiben, damit ihr
for the
euren
EPS.
Premium-Code in Empfang nehmen könnt. Und der Gewinner
Should I translate?
Waiting for you, man.
Debatte, muss ich ganz ehrlich
Well,
sagen. Ich habe mich
she
durchgesetzt,
just
weil
said that
ist
I
nun
think
mal
those
so.
pictures
Ich
actually
bin
already won, or
sitze
like
am
daily
Ende im
winners
Endeffekt
or
am
something.
längeren Hebel.
Ah.
Maybe they are like in the
Und,
final
ja,
pool.
hier sehen wir
There were a lot of
den
games
Gewinner.
amongst those.
Oh, wait.
BenQ XL 2720.
Now they show the winner.
Uh-oh. They win a monitor?
Oh.
Glückwunsch.
This one. This
What,
one.
really? That one
That
won?
was this. It's from Counter Strike, I
So,
believe.
das werde ich
There
natürlich
was
auch
Sonic,
auf
there was Counter-Strike,
Facebook.com/ESL Pro Series
I like
announcen.
Sonic.
Vielen Dank,
Sonic's
wie gesagt,
cool.
nochmal für
Or used
eure
to be
tollen
cool until they
Einsendungen. Es hat
ruined him.
großen Spaß gemacht, da durchzugucken.
I play like all games and I was like,
oh,
these new Sonic games are really disappointing, guys.
Finale und zu unseren Castern. Viel Spaß.
Yeah, I think there's one of the Counter Strike players who called Sonics. Like his name is his ID is Sonics. Like it was some kind of picture like with the Counter Strike players and the IDs, I believe. I did like there was not enough time to have a look at it, but.
Okay, you know more about Counter-Strike pro gaming than I do, clearly.
Well, yeah, Mouse Sports has a very strong team always, so
That's
of course
true.
I know some of them.
All right, guys, we're going loading up into game number 4 here after Melly has given away a lovely monitor. Now let's jump right on in. Derelict Watcher will be our map. Socke is currently 1 game away from being the super champion. Apollo versus Swift. Oh, okay. That was weird. Oh, I see what happened. Okay. All right. Spawning up to the top right-hand corner here as our red Protoss. It is indeed Socke, 1 game away from EPS championshipness. And that's not a word, but whatever. And spawning down to the bottom left-hand corner as our blue Terran, we have Mr. Mouse Marine.
Yeah, and I still can't believe that it actually worked, what he did on last map. And I'm pretty sure HeroMarine, either like he's on tilt right now, like that he died to it, or he feels very nervous. Like he scouted it right away. He made a turret. Like he knew exactly what was coming. He saw the Void Ray. He got 5 bunkers, which is actually a good number, maybe 6 or. Like he knew it was on 1 base, so the more bunkers you get, the better it is. But yeah, 5 is a good number. He got a turret as well, so everything was set up. But I really think he was a bit confused about the positioning of Socke's army, that he come from the rocks. So only 2 bunkers could shoot, and then he was able to rock up the ramp. Like, yeah, he made himself a harder time than it could have been with like perfect reaction to this all-in. And Socke is scouting for proxy Rexes.
Yeah, a little bit careful here. How often does Marine actually do that against?
Never. I never saw him doing 11-11 against Protoss.
Okay. Well, you may as well check, I guess.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
it's a little bit weird.
What I saw, actually, he did... sometimes he builds the barracks somewhere on the map, and then he builds a factory next to it and a starport. Like this very crazy, cheesy build.
Wow, yeah.
He's scouting as well. Pretty much the same way.
Wow, this is very thorough.
Yeah. Just for all the Stargate locations, and he's going... Yeah, he's not going for a Reaper this time. It's a Widowmine drop, I believe.
Yeah.
Or, like, what is it going to be? So he takes the gas, but he makes Marines.
Does Widowmine drop normally have the gas before the barracks? I think it does, right?
Well,
Because
just the very early on, right?
yeah. Oh, okay. So it could be like a delayed one.
Yeah, I guess so. But let's see. Maybe he has something special in mind. But let's think of the build. So on Yeonsu, he got 2 forges. I think no cannons in the mineral lines and no robo, so no observer. Then last map, obviously proxy. So he kind of has detection with the oracle. But if a Widowmine gets into the main base, Protoss dies. And what was the other map? Did he open robo? The other map? Or what was it? The first
map, it was like, wasn't it 5-gate blink?
It was. Yeah. So no robo as well. So
yeah.
I could see if he goes for a factory.
He could make double Reaper out of this because it lines up pretty well.
Okay.
It's something that MVP does. I think he might have done it against you actually in WCS, but we all know how that turned out. So.
Well, he was. Okay, so there we go, a factory.
Oh well.
But yeah, if you think about the build orders we saw, that makes sense, right? There was no detection in any of those games. But I know Socke, I know Socke for a long time, so he will probably make the robo now, just because, he will, and that's what he does. So that's the typical Socke. Like when you think you can abuse him, and that's exactly the map where he starts to mix it up again, and then you can't. So
that's a tough one. That really is. You know Socke very well.
So you can't punish him usually.
How many years have you guys known one another?
Only for StarCraft 2, basically.
Oh, okay.
When
so not before.
Yeah, when StarCraft 2 came out, we got to know each other at, I think, one of the first Home Story Cups. Or it was the first Home Story Cup.
Wow, that's a long time ago then, in terms of StarCraft at least.
Yeah, it was one of the very first events.
Yeah.
And Socke also had a break. Like he played Brood War, but then he stopped.
Yeah.
And then he came back for StarCraft 2. So
okay.
yeah, there's a Widowmine drop. Going on with a Medivac, of course, in 8 Marines. That's kind of dangerous, but Socke has actually the perfect build. So he gets the Forge. He will make 1 cannon in the main base, I believe, and gets +1 armor. Let's see. Good scan.
Yeah, reveals everything, pretty much.
Yeah. So let's see. He has 150 minerals. Let's see if he gets the cannon.
Would be nice to get it after the scan has dissipated, I guess.
Yeah, that's
He's
true.
already sending a probe over there, but oh wait, that was going.
No,
okay, that was Stalker.
Yeah. So HeroMarine is moving out, and the Observer is barely missing his army movement here. No cannon so far. The Medivac. Actually, he's just walking into the natural.
Well, yeah.
Okay. And yeah, of course, Photon Overcharge will be used. The Twilight Council is being built to line up with the armor upgrade, I believe. It's not for any kind of all-in or something.
These probes tripping over one another whilst getting those gateways down, but aside from that, if
the Widowmine killed one of the Stalkers.
Oh, he did.
Yep.
Cheeky guy.
There's three Stalkers before.
Yeah. Fellas.
Does he get a second Observer? Does he have one at home? Can you?
He does.
Yeah, he does. And he gets a cannon as well.
Very important.
Oh, but he gets it in front of the natural. That's interesting, I'd say. Because HeroMarine will drop at the ramp, like borrow the Widowmine at the ramp, and then the Marines will walk into the main base. Okay, he's not going for that.
Just going to go straight for the damage. Meanwhile, there's a little bit of an engagement in the middle. He kills that Widowmine, and
that's a really good choice by HeroMarine here.
Yeah, all his units are so far away to defend.
Does he get the pilot? That would be funny.
Wait a minute.
It unpowers pretty much. I think all
everything
gateways
down here. Apart from that one.
Oh, that one is still powered.
Yeah.
And the Widowmine
trying to be careful.
He
but
could go for a scan to snipe the observer.
exactly.
Okay.
Oh, and he's gonna. He
Oh,
gets it.
that's funny.
Oh, another observer.
But he still gets the stalker.
Yeah.
That was a good trade. Like, look at the mining time lost.
Yeah.
So for ages, he got how many probes? Only 3, right? Yeah.
But the mineral income right now, during all of that, I mean, it's going to keep... Marine, he has great macro, but then whenever you have something like this happen, that macro just takes a little bit of a step forwards, right? So he'll end up hitting his supply potentials much quicker than you.
Yeah, but Socke also like made no mistake. So he got +2 armor right now. He gets charged. He even makes an immortal to be a bit more safe. He will probably regret that as HeroMarine. I don't... Well, let's see. No, it still takes a while before he can push out. And the immortal costs quite a lot. Like, you're rather going to get the archives if you can, but... Yeah, he just decides to make the immortal. So the first medivac starts and Socke gets a really good scout off.
Yep, spotting everything that's going on. And wow, actually the 2 barracks in a very interesting position.
Oh.
Normally you end up seeing these lined up with all the other barracks
Is
here
it
for
6
Marine.
barracks?
2? Don't think so.
No, it's just 5, okay.
Yeah.
But it's a very, very aggressive opening here by
Yeah.
HeroMarine.
And just in general, even the positioning of those is very aggressive.
Yeah.
They're going to get over there just a little bit quicker.
Yeah, that's true. 3 more gates. The Templar Archive is on the way. +2 armor being chrono boosted. And still making a few more probes. 5 more gates, so he really wants to survive any kind of aggression. He did see the barracks at the natural, I believe, at least one of them.
Yep.
Yeah, and he saw that there was no CC yet, so...
Ooh. There's no photon overcharge energy, so you have to be a little bit careful. That's quite a few Marines.
No Stimpack yet. Stimpack is not done. I don't know
you're
why.
right.
Something was... Ah yeah, of course, with a Widow Mine drop, it's been delayed.
Yeah, that was it's slightly a miss in terms of this follow-up.
Yeah.
But for
Another
now...
scan. So the second scan being used, and still no Stimpack. He can't push in.
he's going to try and snipe out the High Templar,
what
but
is
it's not very useful right now. It didn't have energy.
So aggressive. Like, he lost 5 Marines for nothing. Yeah, small supply block, but 2 pylons are about to finish, so he can warp in right away.
Has to be careful in the middle of this map. He doesn't really have the full army that he should be chasing with against those Marines.
Yeah, that's true. Like 2 Immortals, 2 Stalker.
If Stim had finished then.
Yeah. Like, that's not really scary army. One of the probes sneaks out. Actually, 2 of them, so he will start to spread pylons around the map.
I like that he goes out with 2 in the same direction, you know, just in case one actually gets poked out, unless maybe it's a
It's not
mistake.
No, I don't think so.
Why would he send out the 2?
He will one pylon is okay.
Oh well.
Let's focus on the fight
Whatever.
first.
Good time warp. Lands on the entirety of the army, but not really any potential to push them back into it. So, but it will deny the reinforcement. And again, now there's still no energy for photon overcharge. So he has to be careful about how he's going to trade here.
Yeah, HeroMarine stayed in the time warp for very long, but now the 2 Immortals, of course, are helping. He needs to be careful that he focuses the Marauder instead of the Marines. And HeroMarine, I think he's going full all in. There's no 3rd CC, right?
There is not. No, you're right.
So
He does this.
He really goes for it.
Yeah.
There's no observer to see the army movement. He scans. He flies into the main base. He will drop on top of the ramp here.
And spreads out his units very, very thoroughly, just in case Storm was actually finished during all of that. Zealots trying to tank up this, and well, HeroMarine has to just back straight on out. I'm surprised he's not. Well, there we go. He's going to try and go into the natural.
Going to kill the cannon and then probably retreat once again.
Just get
because you have to. Oh, the Immortal's out of position and will. Wow.
Bye bye.
Look at this. Oh.
If he'd have left that alive, that would have been a little bit catastrophic. But he does get maybe 1 or 2 more Zealots. He has to get these reinforcing units in the fray, in the thick of things. But there's a few units here to be able to try and push this away.
Can he get both High Templars? That would be very important. He got one of them in the Stalker, but he's microing in the middle as well. There's quite a lot of fights going on, like
really
very tense. Nexus cannon being used in the main base, but the units are just out of the line here.
Out of range, not being too easy to be able to shut down. Arming supply 66 to 48, and Socke's just being, he's exposed, very exposed. He just wants to get these Zealots and then he'll be okay, but a few more do reinforce.
But Socke is going for the push as well. He wants to attack the 3rd, but there is no 3rd. Oh no.
Uh-oh, that reinforcement line.
So he has to be Socke has to be careful. There's no reason to go for an all-in right now.
3 High Templars, they need to be able to do something. He already splits to try and make this happen. In terms of the assault, 7 medevacs are here. Storms actually don't do too badly. And there are a few more Zealots here to continue. A great reinforcement pylon to try and make this work. This is so close.
Yeah. HeroMarine will drop into the natural once again. His army needs to be careful at the front though, but
Only Zealots against these buildings. It's going to make it hard for the Zealots to actually do anything against this army, but he needs to pick up once again.
Picks up right away.
Don't feedback.
No Nexus Cannon, no feedback, no Storm. Socke is retreating with all his army. The Forge will be sniped, I believe. Yeah, Marauders do a very, very good job against buildings, as we can see.
Yeah.
He might be able to... Oh yeah, he retreats right away. I think he could have sniped a bit more there.
So we're stuck at 2-1 for now, but he didn't actually start any upgrades during all of that. So
High Templar. Yeah, it will be picked off.
Yeah.
Very annoying for Socke there. He needs every High Templar. Oh, there will be one more sacrificed.
Ooh.
That hurts. So he's down to 4.
Yeah, 4 still on the map. These Zealots just going to try and push this away, and they will do, but still no third base. Oh, okay, so...
Yeah, he has a third base there in a Ghost Academy is the question. That would be that would help so much.
It really would. The third base is going down for Socke as well, and Zocke's re-adding on the pylon... the... Forge even, I should say, yeah.
Oh, the Dark Shrine. So he gets the third Nexus in the Dark Shrine. The question, yeah, he has 400 gas still after the Dark Shrine.
This is...
So I'd say it's a good decision.
I guess the one advantage of this is the fact that he doesn't actually have that much energy on the medivacs because he keeps fighting, so they're not really vulnerable.
But that's how you do it. Like if you do it with full medivacs, you're
crazy man.
Yeah, that's
the polite way of saying it.
Yeah, you should never do that with full medivacs because feedback will kill everything. So Storm's being used right now. Oh, and HeroMarine is in big of trouble. He needs to load in.
Get away, run away!
Oh, but he lost quite a lot of army here.
But look at him.
He still wants to drop in.
I don't know how.
Jesus Christ! And he's pushing with a big army.
How does he have all of this?
So much units. There are some Storms available, I believe.
There's 2 here, but that Bio army is still quite strong. He clips a little bit. That's a good second Storm.
How many medivacs does he have? 10? Like 5 dropping and they're like 5
going.
more.
Actually, those 2 medivacs on the side could actually be fed back and be killed off.
But the High Templar's out of energy. Sounds funny, but like if you don't have the energy for feedback anymore, but
I don't. It's very rare you see Terrans doing like these 4 massive drops. A lot of this gets completely busted though.
The Nexus maybe will be shut down if he focuses it right away, and he does.
Got it. Yeah.
Marauder Fire is very strong against buildings, and he defends at home as well. HeroMarine showing his level of aggression once again. 144 supply against 122. Socke, obviously, as we saw, the Forge being sniped, so he couldn't continue his upgrades for a really long time. While HeroMarine, he's getting 3-2 right now.
Yeah, this is brutal. And again, he still, despite trading over and over and over, continues this supply lead. Socke's supply blocked. There must have been pylons going down somewhere.
Yeah, of course. In the Nexus, like, you can't forget the Nexus, some pylons. The only thing HeroMarine is missing is the Ghost Academy, which is...
he might not even need it, though.
Well, yeah.
Now.
That's what Terrans sometimes think, and then they die to Storm, and then they, like, complain.
Yeah.
He definitely has the money for a Ghost Academy, and there's only High Templars who could kill him.
Ooh, tries to catch out 2 of them there, have them off into an Archon. These bio units...
split.
He really needs to split, you're right. Oh, there goes the Storm drops from that Wall Prison, but they don't really get the full connections. They want it misses completely.
I can't believe.
Oh,
it's exactly how it looked against me when I tried to storm him. I was like, this guy.
There's a few Storms still left over in here. 1, maybe.
So many medivacs. Like, you just can't kill it right now. Like, you can't kill the Terran army. Look, it's always green. And they are on drugs right now.
There's 2 more Storms behind. 3, maybe 2 or 3. So,
there's a big counter-attack going on. But once again, units in position.
Kept down.
That's the beauty of the rally point. Like, you produce while you're fighting and you rally them to the third. So counter-attacks will be always deflected. And I think HeroMarine saw the pylon, Oh, and finally the first Dark Templar moving in. Yeah, we saw the Dark Shrine like 5 minutes ago.
Ages ago, but it's really not come to fruition here just yet. This army for HeroMarine is so big, so strong. There's a few Storms. Can they land? I will bet no against HeroMarine.
Oh, and there's even a turret. Like, the DT is doing some damage because HeroMarine's busy with the army. HeroMarine's coming from every side, and I think Socke will...
Oh, the splits are just too good.
Look at this. It's Happy level of splitting, by the way. Like, Happy does the same. Like, he knows how to do it as well.
And on a map like Derelict Watcher in the middle of it, you're not actually going to get these Storms down. I actually think Storm against HeroMarine is probably a bad idea on this map.
Well, I thought so too, but when I got Colossus, it felt also pretty wrong, so I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Like he gets like when he sees the Robobay, he gets a second starport right away, but HeroMarine is down to 37 SCVs, so he lost quite a lot to the DT, I believe. He was not paying attention
17 medevacs.
Yeah.
17 medevacs. Just have a
But
medevac for every unit.
Socke's dead, yeah.
There you go. GG. HeroMarine ties up the series 2-2.
I just wanted to say, I believe the Dark Templar killed like 20 SCVs, but like the supply was still 160 to 50 or something. Like.
Just doesn't matter when you've got that army, man. Especially with how he
splitting.
controls it. Very, very scary. And he's one map away from being a champion at the age of 16. It's pretty good.
And when I played the Relic against him, it was it the last map?
Dare
Yeah,
of
the
the
last map we
Relics, yeah.
played. I had High Templars everywhere. I had like 9 of them, 2 of them being spread in the middle, and then like I built some kind of a concave with the High Templars. But his spread was so good that like almost none of the storms did a lot of damage. And then he had Ghost as well against me, so he got like 1 good EMP against 2 of my High Templars. But yeah, this game he just skipped the Ghost and went for like the beautiful spread.
It's like, even if you are in your position where you have those High Templars like spread around, and then you send it into Storm and you're like, there's really not that many units clumped up anywhere.
Yeah, it's like, where do I storm? and then you land a few, but like he has 17 medivacs.
Yeah. And there's like, maybe there's hesitation, maybe like, where do I storm? And like one dies, and then like,
Yeah, you probably rather feedback against him when you see the ghosts.
Yeah, maybe.
This is the best way, I guess.
Oh well, guys, we're going to go to a short commercial break once again here for this finals. Don't go anywhere. We have one more map to determine who is our EPS champion. Will it be Socke, or will it be HeroMarine?